Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another Q&A video. I've been trying to film this like seriously for over a month now, and every time I film it I find something wrong with it, I'm not happy with it, and then I don't post it. So I am trying really hard this year to not focus on making perfect videos or, you know, whatever, bringing you guys perfect content, and just getting back to the roots and getting back to like old school YouTube when people used like webcams, but it was cool, you know. Not that I'm gonna use a webcam, but I definitely, you know, I want to just be more real. I don't have time to film like these high quality, like high production videos. That's not where I'm at in life, and YouTube is not my full-time job. It's not something that I can invest, you know, that much time into, even though I would love that, but that's just not where we're at. And I'm just, you know, I'm me, I'm a normal person. I'm just running my sticker shop and sharing stuff with you guys along the way. And eventually I would love to be more creative with my videos, but for right now, I am really focused on my shop and growing my shop and growing my business. And so I just need to like put out content and not worry so much if like it's perfect, you know what I mean? So that's where we're at today. I know that was like such a little ramble, but not perfect. I'm me, I'm here. I'm trying to give you guys the best quality, but I'm also, you know, on a budget, on like a schedule. Like I can't sit here and film all day. I wish I could, because I love making YouTube videos, but I also love making stickers. So anyway, so we are gonna get into the questions. I apologize guys, these are from like a month ago, so please don't hate me. Okay, where do you find your clip art? I actually did a whole video on clip art. I'm gonna link it right here, so I'm not gonna answer that in this video. Go check out that video because I talk about clip art, I talk about photos, I talk about fonts, all of that stuff. It's a great video. If you guys need information on that, click right there or right there. I'm not really sure where the card is, but I'm putting a card here. How and where to start when starting a sticker shop? Where to start as in what to start designing first. I always just say create the kit that you want. So there's really not a right or wrong place to start. I typically will start with full boxes because then I can get a sense of the colors that I want to use in a kit, and I can just kind of build the kit around that. But like I said, there's not really a right or wrong place to start. I feel like you just need to figure out what you would want in a kit, and don't try to cater towards everyone, because if you try to cater towards everyone, it just gets too crazy. It gets too crazy and overwhelming, and for me personally, anytime that I've done that, I feel like I just get overwhelmed and I'm like, I can't handle it. Like I need to stick to the stickers that I'm personally gonna use, and you know, then if I have requests for other stuff, I can add that in, but like, you know, I don't need to make like a 9-page kit of a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to use, because that just gets overwhelming to me. So hopefully that makes sense, but definitely just start with, you know, start with like one thing and just build from there. Like I said, full boxes are great because they're pretty easy in the fact that they're like one shape, and then you can just kind of build your theme around them. So maybe start with that, but like I said, there's really not a right or wrong place to start. And then once you decide where to go, how do you execute it? You just do it. There's really not a, like, you just, I feel like a lot of people like try to talk themselves out of it or say, oh no, I can't do that or whatever. You just have to be like so determined in your mind to be like, no, this is what I'm doing and I'm doing it right now. And I have to do that daily, like with stuff, because I'll like in my head be like, I want to do this, this, and this, and like, and then I'll just like try to talk myself out of it, and I just have to be like, no, even if it's not perfect, I'm doing this today and I'm working on this today. And you just have to like just do it, like that little Shia LaBeouf, like just do it. I don't know, I don't even know, like that's who did that, right? It was Shia LaBeouf that was like, just do it. I don't know. Do you make your own artwork for your kits? I have in the past like done some digital papers. I don't really draw. I'm trying to get better and I'm trying to practice my drawing, but it's a struggle. The struggle is real. I'm not an artist. I would much rather leave it to the professionals and buy beautiful clip art and support other small businesses. But I have worked on some digital papers in the past, and it's something that I would like to do, but I'm just, you know, I feel like my art is just not up to par, and it's one of those things where I'm preaching to myself here, like I need to just do it. And as you go, you'll get better. And I know that, but I'm just like, it's so much more personal when it's like you drawing it, you know? But I have in the past done some like digital papers for myself. What made you decide to start making stickers? I think I've answered this in like every Q&A that I've ever done. Short version was that I didn't want to pay $20 for a weekly kit. And this was back in like at the beginning of 2015, before there were a lot of sticker shops. So I bought, well, James actually bought my machine and my printer and everything, and I taught myself how to do this. And then my family encouraged me to put it up on Etsy, and then here we are 5 years later. I have an Etsy shop, I have a website, and I'm still loving it. I'm still doing it, but that's the short version. But I've talked about it in like every Q&A. So if you need like a more in-depth like answer, definitely go check out those. Would you want to make other types of stickers that are not planner related? No, because I don't like to put stuff out there that I personally wouldn't use, and I don't know what other type of sticker I would make that I would use. You know, I use planner stickers. This has been asked before actually, if I personally use the stickers that I make, and yes, I do. If you guys watch my plan with me, is I use stickers. And even like, I'll show you guys, hang on. Even like in this planner, which is what I've kind of been using lately, and I've not been filming a plan with me, I've just been planning out my weeks. It's the hourly. I've been using stickers. Now, some of them are stickers that I have made, and some of them are from a printable kit that I had left over. So it's not all my stickers, but I do use stickers to plan, and that's why like I make them, because I'm using them, and I wouldn't put something out there that I don't really use. I might put out like a kit for a specific planner that I don't use, but I'm still using stickers. So yeah, I can't see myself ever making anything that's not a planner sticker. I don't know what other stickers I would make. I mean, with the exception of one time I made some stickers for like a school and like their summer program stuff, but like that, and they weren't planner stickers, they were just stickers, like little like stickers that you can put up on a chart kind of thing. But other than that, like I don't know what I would make and actually sell in my store. When did you notice your shop starting to grow in terms of how many orders were coming in? My shop grew pretty quickly, but again, if you're thinking about starting a shop right now, please don't ignore what I'm about to say, but like don't think that this is gonna happen to you necessarily. Don't think it couldn't happen to you, but also don't be like, yeah, this is the expectation, this is what's happening. So I started my shop in May of 2015, and that was before a lot of shops opened, you guys. There were not a lot of people doing it, and I was just having fun with it. But so I started in May, and by like July, I was getting a lot of orders. I was like, wow, this could actually be a business. You know, took me a while to like treat it as a business in terms of like making it, you know, setting myself a schedule. Like obviously I got orders out and all of that stuff, so it was a business and I was treating it like a business. But as far as like putting myself on a schedule and designing new releases and all that, it took me a little while to get to that. But yeah, definitely like that the month of July and August, I made ridiculous. I was like, why do people pay this much for stickers, you know? And so that was kind of crazy, and it grew pretty quickly, but it was also before a lot of shops opened, and I don't want to say the market's oversaturated. I feel like there's room for everyone here, but it does change how fast you will grow because there's more competition out there. I hate to like view people as competition, but there's just more sticker shops to choose from, and so it will be a little bit harder to get your name out there. But yes, I noticed growth pretty quickly. And then when did you get to the point where you needed an extra equipment, second or third printer or cutter? So I bought my second cutter pretty quickly, I believe. I don't remember exactly when I bought it, but it was within the first couple of months. I've always stuck with just one printer. Like I've gone through multiple printers, but I only have one printer. I don't feel the need to invest in multiple printers as my printer gets the job done. But for my machines, I have 4 of them. You can only see 3 of them right now, but I have 4 of them, and I bought the third one, I guess 2 years after I opened in 2017, and then I bought my 4th one last year, at the end of last year. Would love advice on YouTube videos. My sister-in-law has done some to get us started, but I feel like I need a book on how to get followers. Girl, you and me both. Honestly, I am not an expert on YouTube. It took me forever to get to this point. We're almost at 8,000, and I'm so excited about that. But it took me forever. I was stuck at 1700 forever, and then it just happened. It was a happy accident, pretty much just like my sticker shop was just a happy accident. I put up a behind the scenes video of what I was doing, and it kind of took off, and that video has almost 200,000 views and brought in a lot of people like to my YouTube channel and really helped my shop grow as well. So I don't have any expert advice for YouTube because I feel like I'm not an expert on it, and I have grown like so slowly. I've had this channel since the end of 2012, and it's, you know, almost 7 years later, no, 8 years later, can't do math, 8 years later, almost 8 years later, and I'm still not even at 8,000. So I'm definitely not the person to ask about that. I just was doing what I loved, and people liked me, I guess, and then they subscribed. So I wish I had better, you know, help with that. Just stick with it, do what you love, and, you know, just try not to focus on the numbers, which I know is so hard because it is such a numbers game, but just do what you love and don't give up. And that's pretty much my best advice for that. How do you get traffic and sales to your website? So I pretty much only do sales on my website. I only have coupon codes on my website. I will put, there's more options on my website. Like, you can do a la carte options on my website. A lot of times there's just more stickers in general. I'm gonna try to like add more to my Etsy shop this year, but for the most part, I really focus on just telling people, hey, do you want a la carte options? I have them on my website. Do you want this? I have it on my website. Sales are all on my website, and I will promote in Facebook groups and on my Instagram and on my YouTube and stuff like that. And I really just direct everybody towards there. And then with Etsy orders that come in, there's like a little card that goes in each order, and it directs you to my website. It says you can check out this website for cheaper prices, discount codes, you know, more options, everything like that. And so that's kind of how I've done that. But it does take work, and it, you know, doesn't happen overnight. So you just have to be patient, and you just have to keep on going, you know? Hypothetically, if you were single and living alone, have you made enough to live off income from only Etsy? So I actually have Etsy and a website, and most of my orders and most of my income comes from my website, not actually from Etsy. I do want to throw that out there because I think people think that I just have Etsy, and if you look at my Etsy numbers, you'd be like, yeah, you don't make enough, like you don't sell enough. But I actually have a whole website, and that is where a majority of my orders are from. So this question is really difficult to answer because obviously it's hypothetical, but like, I don't like to put numbers out there for you guys because I don't want anyone to like, I don't want you to think, oh, I can go quit my job today and do this and I'm gonna be fine because Rachel does that, you know? So I don't like to put out numbers or anything like that. I typically don't really like to talk about that stuff just because I don't want somebody to look at that and be like, well, Rachel made this much money a month, so I can too. Because yes, you can, and it is possible, but it's just, you know, you can't, I don't know, you can't look at my middle to your beginning, that whatever that saying is, you can't like judge your beginning by somebody else's middle, I think is the saying. Anyway, so hypothetically, yes, I think that I could make it work. Obviously, there's just a lot that goes into this because where would I be living if I was single? You know, what would be the cost of living in that place? So there's a lot of different factors that go into this. Currently where I'm at, I think I could make it work, but my lifestyle would drastically have to change, obviously. But it also would change just because I'd be single, you know, so there's that too. But if I was single, I wouldn't be living here. I'd actually be living in Nashville near my family, which would be way more expensive. So there's just a lot that goes into this. It's like a loaded question, but I think that they're asking to see like, can you actually make a full-time income off of this? And yes, you can. But there's, like I said, my case is very different because I don't have to make money. That sounds like horrible, I know. But James has a really great job, and when we got married, he was like, you don't even have to work, like I can support us, like, you know. And so a lot of like what I'm doing this because I love doing this, but I don't necessarily have to have a job. And if I quit today, we would still be completely fine. And really the only thing that would have to change in our lifestyle would be we wouldn't be able to travel as much, but we'd still be able to like live and do everything that we're doing now. So so that's like a hard question too, because I could definitely put way more time and energy into my business and grow it even more and live off of that, if that makes sense. I feel like that was like such a like, I don't know, that's such a loaded question, and like there's not really a right way for me to answer that because there's so many different factors that go into it, and even hypothetically, like it's still just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So if you're asking, yes, you can make a full-time income off of it. Is it easy? No. Is it something that I recommend you do right away? No. I recommend if you want this to be a full-time thing that you set aside money, like everything that you make from your business, you set aside and you make sure you have enough money to pay bills for at least a year. And that way you can kind of live comfortably when sales are slow, because they do get slow. I mean, there's months where, you know, you don't make as much and like, you know what I mean? So I definitely recommend doing that if you want to do that full time, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's definitely, you know, something that can happen. And like I said, at this point I could. There are months where I could, but then there's months where I don't push as hard and I don't make as much money because I've just chosen to take a step back for myself. But again, that would be very different if I was single. And honestly, if I was single, I'd probably go get a job outside the home, because then I would not have anyone to talk to and it would just get like really lonely, you know? So yeah, that's just a loaded question. And I feel like I've spent way too much time on it. So hopefully that helps you out though. Have you made back your initial investment? Yes, I made that back very quickly. But like I said, when I started, it was very, very different than it is now. So right now, I don't know how quickly you would make it back starting out, but I did make it back very quickly, and it has been a profitable business for me. How do you find the right sizing for scripts or icons? How do you go about getting measurements for the stickers to fit correctly in the planners? So first, I recommend never making stickers for a planner that you don't own, because you want to make sure you can test it out in the planner, make sure it fits, see how it looks, all of that. So never, you know, if you want to make stickers for the Happy Planner but you don't have a Happy Planner and you just like pull the sizes offline, I just don't feel like that's going to work out well for you. I know people do this. I don't recommend doing it, but yeah, I always just recommend having the planner on hand that you want to make stickers for. I know people say I don't want to invest in an Erin Condren, but like owning a business, you have to invest. You have to invest in yourself, you have to invest in your business, and it's not going to go very far if you don't invest money. So you know, save up for it, do whatever you need to, you know, maybe don't make stickers for every single planner, maybe focus on one planner until you can build up your business and then start adding in different planners. But one thing that I do is I use calipers, which I have some linked in my Amazon shop, and I do get a little bit of money when you guys use my links. I just want you to know that. Well, for Amazon anyway, I do get a little bit of money when you click on my link and then you purchase something through Amazon. So I wanted you guys to know that. Always want to be upfront with you guys about that, and I do appreciate when you guys use my links. It really means a lot to me, so thank you. But I believe I have the calipers, not the exact ones I use because I don't know where James got them, but I do have some that are similar to them, and that is what I use to do all of my measurements for all of the planners that I want to make stickers for. I just find that they're really nice, and it gets it like right down to the exact like point, blah 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 blah, unlike a ruler where you just have to like really think about it and whatever. I mean, you can use a ruler too, but I really like using calipers. I actually stole them from James because they were his, and he would take them to work and do whatever he does at work, and I stole them, but it's fine. I mean, I guess I didn't really steal them, he let me keep them, but you know, I haven't given them back. I borrowed them and I didn't give them back. Oops. How do you price your stickers in your shop? So a lot goes into this. You've got to factor in your time, because your time is valuable. You've got to factor in your time, your cost of supplies, all of that stuff, and then figure out how much of a profit do you want. And there's like a whole like, you know, math and whatever back to it. But definitely, like, don't forget to factor in your time and your supplies. You want to make sure that you're making money and not losing money, so definitely do that. You also kind of want to take into consideration what others are charging, not because you want to like copy what they're charging, but just kind of see, you want to know like what's going on in the market and your competition. I hate saying competition, but you know, you want to see what like others are doing and what they're pricing their stickers at, and you know what I mean? So it's like this whole thing, and like what I price them isn't necessarily going to work for someone else because they're going to use different supplies and whatnot. Have you ever done wholesale bulk orders? No, I have not, so I don't have any experience and I can't give you tips on pricing and stuff because I haven't done that. Do you run ads / promotion on Etsy? No, because I really don't even focus on my Etsy shop as much. I put all of my energy into my website and I don't do paid promotions and stuff. When I was focused on Etsy, I did it every now and then, but I didn't see any benefit to it. And I felt like I was just wasting money because I wasn't really getting anything from it. Have you ever tried other Etsy tools like Marmalade? I think is how you say it. No, I have not. So I can't say anything about that. I haven't tried it. I don't know. Can you do a video on how you list on Etsy? Probably not, because I'm sure that there's like a ton of videos out there on how to list stuff on Etsy. It's just not something that I'm probably gonna do. I mean, never say never, but it's not something that I currently have in my lineup of videos to film. How do you know when you receive an Etsy order, or how do you know when you've made a sale? So like I said, I also have a website. So the Shopify app will like cha-ching whenever you make a sale. Etsy will also cha-ching when you make a sale if you have the Etsy sales app or whatever. And then you also get an email. And then also, like, I'm on both Etsy and my website daily checking like my stats and checking everything because I never want to miss when I have an order. So that's how you know. What blade and setting do you use in your silhouette? The blade is just like the regular blade that comes with the machines. I don't use the automatic blade. I hate that thing. And then my settings, I think I have it set on like a speed of 8, depth of 4 maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be different depending on the paper you use, the mat that you use, the machine that you use. Heck, even sometimes the blades are different, and so I have to like adjust because maybe I bought a blade from Amazon and not from Silhouette, and even though it's a Silhouette blade, it's still weird. It's weird, okay? just trust me, it's weird. Okay, so I think that was everything. I'm sorry that this video took so long, but it is what it is. And hopefully I can like edit this and be like, yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna put it up, it's fine. I feel like it was a very chill, like I have my tea in my hand. I'm not even drinking my tea. It's gonna be cold, but whatever. It's fine, it's fine. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to click that subscribe button. I do a lot of sticker related content, but I am going to be changing it up and doing some other content for you guys, and I hope that's okay with you guys and you like it. I'm still going to be doing a lot of sticker stuff, don't worry, but I am mixing things up, changing up my content, doing more things that I love and enjoy, and I really, really hope that that's okay with you guys. But anyway, that is it for this Q&A video. If there's something that you want to know more about, definitely leave it in the comments. I'll either try to answer in the comments or in a future Q&A video that hopefully will not take me a million years to get up for you guys. Yeah, that's life. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Rock